Hello everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Craft Bags and Fashion. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thanks for your encouragement. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly do so. Kindly like our video, share and subscribe. So now this is how the zip is going to come. So this is one part. So it is advisable you do this your zipper like this. If you are doing this kind of bag or this kind of zip and all, it is advisable you do it once like this, because if you remove it, there may be a mistake. So it's advisable you do it like this. Just place it on both sides. Then you start your sewing. You make sure your sewing is on both sides with the first strap. That is all. This is the main body lining part. The main body lining. Now what did I do here? You know, we have a bag support. We have the lining support already, which is 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, which is 1.5 inches already, and the total bag is 24 inches. Now we are going to remove 3 inches from the lining. 3 minus 24, we are having 21. So the lining will be 21 inches. The lining will be 21 with allowance, sewing allowance of these ones. So the lining will be 21.5. What I'll just do is place it like this, then sew it down. And you can do the same thing for the other side. Now you see the two parts are there already. So the next step now is to attach our zipper part to it. Now from both ends, I'm going to remove like 0.8 and make sure that both ends are the same thing. I'm going to make sure the both ends are the same. So if I'm removing 0.8 here, I should be able to have 0.8 here too. So 0.8, and from the top, I'm removing just half inches. Just half inches. You can decide to also let your zipper be the same length with this, but I don't want that. I want it just half inches in. Then I do it down. I sew it down. We're doing the same thing for the second side. So that's it. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to look like on the bag. Can you see? So now the next thing I'm going to do now, because I'm using a lining, like we said, you can see that the side is dried already. Now we can apply our lining to it. So the same thing, the same process we're going to do today is you're going to apply your gum on it. Then note, you can add, if you want a support, maybe you want the bag to be very strong, or you want the thickness to be very strong. Let me just use it that way. You can add your chipboard to your lining before attaching it to your bag, to the main bag frame. But for this process, I'm not adding. You can see that the bag is like, that's why I said you get a waterproof lining, not just the normal ordinary lining. So you can use the waterproof lining for it. Then you can achieve this with it also without any support, and you can also do it with a support. So for now, I'm not using any, I did not add anything to my keyboard. So I'm going to apply my gum to my bag, allow it to dry, then I'll show you how to fix the lining. So now to fix the lining for the side, it is dried already. So what I'll just do, this is the lining I'm using for the side. I'm just going to place it like this. You can see it's dried already. So why I said it should be dried is because of you'll be able to adjust it. There won't be any wrinkle, any gum. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Any wrinkles, because if the gum is still wet while joining, there will be wrinkles and all in the bag. But we don't want that. That's why I said until the gum is dried before we can attach our lining. So you just fold the upper part because we'll be securing this down. You fold the upper part, then try as much as possible to cut out the excess. You see? So try as much as possible to not to allow your lining to come outside. It should be on the leather, but it shouldn't show face outside because of your joining. So I'm going to do that for the second side also. You can see the way I'm taking my time to cut it out. Note, you can also fold. If you can work with folding folding of the lining, you can also fold. But for easy sewing and all, it's advisable you do it this way. Just use a thicker lining for it, and that's all. Just use a thicker lining because all these parts, your sewing machine will still pass through them. Your sewing machine will pass through them. So this is how the lining is. You can see that when looking at it from the back, you won't see anything here. Everything is like that. So I'll do that for the second side. You can see the lining has been fixed. So that's all for this side. Now I've already applied my gum on my I think the way it's going sticky on my body. So now another thing is on this lining, if you in case you want to put your side pockets, your inner pockets, any pocket at all, we'll be treating our inner pockets on how to fix our inner pocket. I'll be doing a video on that also. But for now, in case you want to put your inner pocket, just a normal lining pocket, a leather pocket and all, everything will fall on your lining before you attach it to the main bag. So now this is not having any pocket at all. So bring it up here. Any pocket at all. So bring it up here. Make sure it's up like the same. You see. So you can see. So you can see it. Now just make sure you apply enough gum and make sure the gum dried off. Make sure the gum dry off before you attach it. You can see the inside is smooth, and so what next is just to trim off the way we trim off the other time. It's either you trim it off or you fold it in. You can decide to fold it in like this. Try to fold it in like this. So see, and you can decide to trim it off. So I folded this in. So it's your option, it's your choice. Just make sure when you're trimming, you don't over trim, and when you're folding, make sure you fold on the leather, not outside. Not outside. I can see that there is space for sewing. There is space, so you make sure there's a space that At the same time as you are sewing it, the sewing is touching the lining, and at the same time the lining is not showing outside. So that is all about the joining. So now I think the lining and the inner is ready, the side is ready. So the next thing we are doing now is to secure this part, this side, all the edges, to secure it down. Do the same thing. So now we are going to secure this part like this. So I'm going to sew it down. So this is how it's going to look like. Just secure it down. I'm going to do the same thing for the second side. Then I'll be back for the final joining. So now this is the final joining. Now you're going to, for easier joining, you're going to get the midpoint, the middle side, which is the base. You get the middle, which is the base. Then one side is going to come up here. The other side is going to come up here. Can you see it? So let's get the middle base, the base first. So this is it. Okay. So you mark the mid. The same thing for this one, this side also. You get the base. We are dividing the base. Oh, you can see. Can you see it? So you get to the midpoint for easy sewing. So this also, you get the mid. Like this, you get the mid. So now you can start. This is a simple trick you can always use for all your gum bags. So start from the midpoint. You can see it. The mark points should be together. So now at this point you have to take it slow slow and steady. If you're not using an industrial machine, if you're using a manual machine, you have to be very careful here. I like take it one sewing at a time. One sewing at a time. Now when you get to this place, you try as much as possible to press it down. When you get to that middle that we join together, you put your needle inside. Then try as much as possible to turn. Try as much. You have to turn well. You have to turn very well here. Then take it down gently. Just gently. You can see the way I'm doing it. Then bring it up. One side is down already. Now you can decide to start the other one from here, and you can also decide to start it from the back like this. But I'll be starting it from here. That's why I suggest when buying your stiffener, you go for the soft one so that you'll be able to maneuver it well. that is all. You can see this is everything. You can see the inside. You can see the way the inside is. Now we are going to repeat same process for the second side. You get the midpoint. You get the midpoint. For those asking, this is bag marker. It's bag pen. You can also always get it in the market. Bag pen. So start from where the middle ends. Same way. So the same process. Just have to take it carefully, then you achieve your aim. As long as the stapler you're not using is not too strong, your leather is not too strong, then you can put to fold and so this is one part of the side. It's done. One part is done, then you bring the second one up like this. And so then start drying. So when you get to this mid part, you just gently, just keep moving it gently. If you're moving it gently, there's no problem. Just try as much as possible to move it gently. So that is it, and we are done. And if you notice that this base part is giving you like a tough time, you can always use your glue. That is why we have bag glue. You can always use your glue to secure it down. You can always use your glue to secure it down to give it a neat finishing. You can always use your glue. So that is all. So the next step now is to put our zip head. So get your zip head, then fixing one part like this, bring in the second one, then hold the two together and try to push it in. You have to push it in well. Can you see? So, and that is all. So now for this end, you can decide to get a back stopper. There's a back stopper. We also have back stopper in the market. The black back stopper. When you get a back stopper, just apply your glue, put the stopper, and apply pressure on it. But for now, I don't have a back stopper here, so I'll be using a leather pieces, just like this. So what I'll do is I'm going to apply my glue up here. Then underneath also apply my glue here. So cut out the excess, and you can either leave it like this on, or you can add your rivet to it. But I'll be leaving it like this, and this is the final look of the bag. You can see it. The final look of the bag. So thank you, and see you.